Welcome everyone to the official launch of the Magnet Export Business Portal. I'm Devin Franklin and I'll be your MC for this morning. As the project manager of the Magnet Export Business Portal, I am thrilled to see so many people here for this exciting new initiative. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome and thank our distinguished speakers for joining us. Dr. Mohammed Lashmi, President of the Ryerson University, the Honorable Minister Michael Chan from the Ministry of International Trade, Mr. Mark Patterson, Executive Director of Magnet, and Mr. Maurizio Mezza, founder of Komodo Openlab. Many thanks to all of you, our guests, for joining us and taking time out of your busy Monday to be here. I will also thank everyone who is here with live stream from across the province. For those of you that are active on social media, please use our hashtag for today, which is #ExportON. Please join me in welcoming Ryerson University's President, Dr. Mohammed Lashmi, to the podium.
Thank you very much and welcome everyone to Ryerson University. Toronto is in the dish with one spoon territory. The dish with one spoon is a treaty between the Anishinaabe, Mississaugas, and Haudenosaunee that bound them to share the territory and protect the land. Subsequent indigenous nations and peoples, Europeans and all newcomers, have been invited into this treaty in the spirit of peace, friendship, and respect. I would like to thank you all for being here. In particular, I would like to welcome Richard Cursil, to the interim President and CEO of the Ontario Chamber of Commerce. Welcome to Ryerson. We have also Deputy Minister Shirley Phillips with us this morning. Welcome to Ryerson. And of course, a very special welcome back to Ryerson University to Michael Chang, the Minister of International Trade. We are so pleased to be hosting today's announcement involving Magnet at Ryerson. Magnet is a key part of Ryerson's innovation ecosystem, and it's an example of a true partnership between academia, industry, and government. Magnet was founded in 2014 by Ryerson in partnership with the Ontario Chamber of Commerce. And I would like to thank the Minister for his government's financial support launching Magnet. The government has been a big supporter of Magnet from day one. Magnet's vision is to help advance careers, businesses, and communities across Ontario and across Canada. And we are so happy it is part of today's announcement. Now it's my great pleasure to introduce the Honorable Michael Chang. Minister Chang was first elected to the Ontario legislature in 2007 and re-elected in 2011 and in 2014. He has served in the cabinet as Minister of Revenue, Minister of Citizenship and Immigration, Minister of Tourism, Culture and Sport, and Minister responsible for the 2015 Pan and Paralympic Games. As Minister of International Trade, he leads Ontario's first standalone Ministry of International Trade that reflects the province's commitment to create jobs and growth through strong global partnerships. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Honorable Michael Chang.
Thank you, Mr. President, and good morning, everyone. I kind of feel sorry about those people who are standing because I will be speaking for 2 hours. God. I want to recognize a number of people before I start in random order. I had a whole page of names here. And before that, I want to also acknowledge the fact that we are gathering here in the Holy Land of the indigenous people. President Dasami, Ryerson, Mark Patterson, E.D. Magnet, Mauricio Mansa, founder, Komodo Openlab, Devon, the MC over here, and Richard from OCC, from Asia Pacific Foundation. Cass is here. Thank you. Thank you for being here today. And then I do have, my own, which is my Deputy Minister Philip, ADM, Cameron Sinclair, ADM, Dave Barn, ADM, Alexandra Sutton. My question to you guys is, who's managing my ministry? God. Ladies and gentlemen, really my pleasure to be here today. From the Silk Road to the spice trade, and from sea lanes to airplanes, and the information superhighway. Trade and the way we do business has evolved from the barter economy to a complex and highly interconnected global market. Today, that market moves at its most aggressive pace, and it is marked by consistent and constant change. In order to compete and succeed in this continuously evolving environment, we must be, number one, innovative and creative in how we use our existing assets. Number two, we must coordinate, convene, and connect. Three, we must drive better intelligence for better results. And number four, we must build stronger networks and infrastructure. Without these building pillars, we won't be able to sustain today's growth and move forward. The four priorities I just mentioned are the foundation of our recently launched global trade strategy that will help Ontario businesses be more active in international trade, support Ontario businesses diversify their exports, deepen our province's international presence. Ontario is a leading economy in Canada, and our natural assets have created for us a position of leadership in international trade. But we cannot just rely on rocks and lots. Our most valuable resource today is our people, talented people, their skills and experience. Like me, people from every continent, country, and corner of the globe proudly call Ontario their home. We are truly global citizens who have an international reputation for our ingenuity and innovation. Our diverse, globally connected population represents a significant economic opportunity for Ontario and for Canada. And as a government, we are working to diversify the markets, the product, and the services that we export. We are also working to connect our people and our business to the world. Today's launch signals a bold outreach of new territories to help our companies explore new opportunities and expand into new corners of the world. This portal is the first of its kind in Canada, and it will boost awareness and access for Ontario's exporters to resources through highly intelligent and scalable technology. By offering a comprehensive one-window approach, the portal brings all of the export programs and services onto a single platform. It also eliminates the need to search through multiple websites and portals, which users should find very helpful, and it significantly reduces the time it takes to research and determine eligibility or fit. As a former businessman, I learned firsthand that time is money. The same is true for trade. By delivering information tailored to the needs of businesses, the portal provides Ontario exporters with the tools and content necessary to maximize their market entry quickly and easily. Ontario's support for the Magnet Export Business Portal demonstrates our commitment to improve the online experience for citizens and to transform the most important government services. History tells us that strong trading relationships are the foundation for long-term economic growth and job creation. I would like to thank Mark and Magnet team for all their hard work in developing the new Magnet Export Business Portal. Their vision and innovation are an excellent example of the talent found here in Ontario and what can be accomplished when we all work together to achieve a common goal. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you, Minister Chan. I would now like to welcome Mark Patterson, Executive Director of Magnet, to say a few words.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for coming today. I think as Minister Chan commented already, when we were going out to companies and asking them if we could create something that could help you, what's the most important thing? And you know what they all said? Save us time. Find a way to help us save some time. So again, I'd like to thank Minister Chan and the Ministry of International Trade for their support, initiative, and collaborative approach in partnering with us to develop the Magnet Export Portal. And I look forward to supporting Ontario's global trade strategy through our work with the Magnet Export Business Portal and through many more collaborations to come. Minister Chan's comments about the necessity for us to innovate, to convene and connect, and the need for us to drive better intelligence and stronger networks in order to compete and succeed really resonates with me and with Magnet. It's at the core of what we're actually trying to do. Matching opportunities to people and businesses through an advanced technology platform and collaborations is what we do every day. The intelligent networking platform that powers Magnet is provided by Who Plus You Inc., our partners here, and was incubated at Ryerson's Digital Media Zone here at Ryerson University. One of the pillars of the platform is its ability to filter, curate, and target communications to its end user. Because of the technology that Magnet uses as scalable, Magnet's matching technology is being used to match users to opportunities well beyond jobs, filtering and curating information that supports businesses and economic development. As some in the room may already know, Magnet is most widely recognized to date for its job matching technology. But we also use our advanced technology platform and network of partners to provide multifaceted approaches to solving pressing social and economic issues and to advance Canada domestically and globally. If you were to ask a company what's going to help you grow your business, what are the two things they're most likely to say? Access to programs and support and access to talent. So I think you can see the connection. Magnet's current reach is growing every day. We have over 12,000 Ontario companies using the platform and over 230 partners, including industry associations, economic development organizations, labor and post-secondary institutions. We've had a long-standing partnership. I'd just like to again thank the Ontario Chamber of Commerce, Richard for being here, and Louis as well, who's here with his crutches. He made it. Has been a long-standing supporter. We actually, it's interesting, we met a number of years ago this week at the Ontario Economic Summit beside a fireplace having a glass of wine, and this is what ended up happening. So there will be a demonstration of the portal in a few minutes, but I would like to briefly expand on the capabilities and outcomes that companies can expect when using the Magnet Export Business Portal. For the first time in Canada, the Ministry of International Trade and Magnet have brought together all relevant stakeholders together on one platform, and this new portal acts as a centralized hub to disseminate the information. Keep in mind that there are approximately 400 different support programs or supports available for Ontario businesses to access. And companies routinely struggle with just the massive information and programs that's available for them. And one of the challenges is the limited capacity to sufficiently leverage the range of supports for which they are eligible. The Export Business Portal addresses these barriers. It is also important to note that in addition to providing a general one-stop reservoir of information that users can peruse when companies sign up and fill out a company profile, their unique business needs are also matched to specific curated information and trade opportunities that best match or meet their export needs. I can tell you there's nothing worse than looking through 10 websites at 500 PDFs and then reading the fine print and finding out hey, it's not a fit for me. So hopefully we can change that. As I mentioned earlier, Magnet has more than 12,000 businesses using the platform, many of which are exporters or have export potential. We will be encouraging these companies and clients to take advantage of our new and free portal that has the ability to advance their business and reach international trade markets. In fact, we have already reached out to a select few. The Magnet Export Business Portal was recently tested with a range of Ontario SMEs, and all praised it for its simplicity and ease of use. Some have said it's easy and simple onboarding to get customized information right on our feed, and others have commented on the benefit of the one-stop support for business, which saves time. Save me time. We are honored to welcome one of Ontario's small business founders, Mauricio Meza, to share his impressions of the portal. Mr. Meza founded Komodo Openlab, a Toronto-based technology business that heavily relies on export. Mr. Meza is here to share what the Magnet Export Business Portal will mean for his company's continued growth and expansion. We hope you will agree with Mr. Meza as you explore the Magnet Export Business Portal. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. I'm pleased to be here today for the launch of this new tool. As Mark mentioned, I'm a co-founder of Komodo Openlab, a startup based here at Ryerson DMC. We're also a Magnet user, as we've been using the tool to recruit Ryerson recent grads and students to join our team. We at Komodo Openlab develop a product called Tekla. So what Tekla is, it's a set of hardware and software tools that enables people with physical disabilities to access technology. To give you an example, people with different levels of paralysis, from spinal cord injuries, muscular dystrophy, MS, ALS, can use iPhone, iPads, Android devices, or smart home technology to be more independent. When not using our product, these users had to rely on multiple, very expensive, dedicated assistive devices. So what we do is we're making mainstream technology help the people that could benefit the most from these new technologies. And as you can imagine, being in such a niche market, exports are very important for us. We couldn't be sustainable if we just focus on the Canadian market. So we actually have 85% of our sales are abroad. 70% of them are in the US, but we have users in 33 countries right now. And as the current situation, economic situation and trade situation is happening, one of the key drivers for our future growth is diversifying into other countries. So we see this tool as having a great potential for us. And kind of going back to, we've been exporting for about 5 years now, as I mentioned, in many different countries. It was always a challenge to find the right information at the right place. We had to deal with certification issues when product development. Once we had to start finding how we're going to ship the product, what kind of documentation was required to be there, and we had to rely a lot in companies that they always see for their best interest, right? Certification agencies, they want you to get all the certification. So it was always hard to find the right information for the different countries we were exporting. So after using the platform, where we were already there because we created a profile before, so it was a very simple way to start using it. We just had to start inputting the markets we are interested in joining and starting having access to, and we start receiving information about the different programs available from and the current challenges we have. As we're growing now, financing of our production and export, it's a bigger issue than it was before when we had smaller production runs. So I can see how Magnet is going to be really useful for us as going forward to increase our sales abroad. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Meza. That concludes the speaking portion of the program today. I would like to ask all guests who are interested to join me for a demonstration at the back of the room in about 5 minutes, just a few minutes for me to get set up. Mr. Chan, Mark Patterson, and Mr. Meza will be available for media at 10:45 in this room. And so please stick around if you're interested in speaking with Mr. Meza, Mr. Patterson, or Minister Chan. And again, the demonstration will be starting in about 5 minutes. Thank you very much.